I'd like to take a second here to address this. Like, honestly, I was first. All right, I finished this ages ago, and I have had it on private because I wanted to space out the uploads. But I promise, like, I'll refresh it so it's not just inspect elemented. All right. See, 19th of Feb, and just to prove that look it of the file, right, right, 19th of February. I'm not plagiarizing that much, okay? This is an honest coincidence. I didn't believe it when I got the notification for this video.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
George is here. Say hello to people, George. Okay. This is the worst recurring joke I've ever accidentally started. Like, I bet no one even notices, and I don't know why I have to use the same glove. So, I'm not quite sure how I've ended up with this kind of camera angle, but you get to admire my remote controls a little bit today, so that's good. Now, it may surprise you to learn that I have a girlfriend. Aww. Believe it or not, yes, having an iPod collection and a girlfriend can happen at the same time. I too was surprised to find out that they are not mutually exclusive. My Windows XP jumper arrived the other day, so everything's great. The reason I bring that up, well, you read the title, you know why I brought that up. The fact that this is boxed and everything, but apparently it doesn't work. But I'm gonna try it anyway, so let's go. Watch shuffle your favourite songs in a different order every time. Bit dusty, but not to worry. Oh yeah, it even has the strap, you know what it is. I'll come back to you in a minute. The thing that I struggled to name a minute ago fell out. I've never actually had a boxed iPod apart from the Touch that I have, but that doesn't really count, so this is interesting. Because most of mine are just cheap off eBay, and therefore don't have boxes. If all else fails, it's the same as my pink shuffle. Can you see that? My pink 4th gen shuffle. You can just see it. There it is. I also have a 3rd gen because it's just such a freak that I just had to get it, especially because it was cheap. Like Dan calls the 5th and 6th gen Nanos the freaks. Has he ever seen one of these? So, alright, there we go. Don't steal music. You got that? You wouldn't steal a car. Install software before connecting iPod. I'm just gonna use iTunes. But if this has something other than iTunes on, I'm gonna have a look anyway. As you can see, the disk drive is... Can you see? Can't see, but the disk drive's already out from when I was doing stuff with disks before. It's raring to go. Apple Computer Inc. software license agreement. Yeah, that's great and all, but what about the Wii notice? Pretty sure the Zune had even less jargon than this. Okay, that's not true. Well, let's put this in. Or should I plug it into iTunes first? Let's just plug it into iTunes and see what happens. Oh boy. As with all of the iPods that I've had, it's smaller than I expected. Beautiful. Right, I'm going to start up OBS. Oh, by the way, while OBS loads up, I'll give you this fun fact. I said in that other video that my computer setup in here is a laptop with a broken screen down the side of a table connected to a TV with 18 USB ports. 18 is actually not true, it's actually 15. I'm not entirely sure where 18 came from, but whatever. Well, in short, it's now connected to 2 TVs because I suddenly realised it had a mini DisplayPort cable, so I got a mini DisplayPort to VGA adapter. And long story short, now I can watch Tom Scott on a second monitor while I assign music album art. I also made the great discovery yesterday that this Avril Lavigne CD has like bonus features on it. So, and it's just the most 2000s thing ever. It's great. Okay, OBS is picking up the second monitor. Now, I've never been very good with OBS because I've never taken any time to figure out how to use it because I never use it until I'm in a situation like this. But I know you can do all sorts of wacky stuff with it. Display 2. Yet for some reason it thinks that the second display is actually the first display, although it actually thinks they're displays 2 and 3 because the broken laptop screen is technically display 1. Right, so let's plug this in and see what, if anything, happens. 512 megabytes. Hope this works over a hub. Some things don't, and it's really annoying. Like, this mouse refuses to work over a hub. All the mice we have in this house refuse to. It's really annoying because my... that sounded like it came from my watch. And I have had watches that beep on the hour, but I'm not wearing a watch. That was really weird. Where did that come from? Anyway, the IR receiver for this, which just lets you... It just feels really illegal navigating Windows with a remote control. But that refuses to work through hubs as well, and because the laptop only has 3 USB ports in it, that's why I can... And when I daisy-chained the hubs together, it was just too much and only worked like 25% of the time, and that's just too much. But yeah, anyway, this isn't looking too great. Oh well, I was prepared for this.
Right, I saw this coming.
It does have a light on it though, so that's something. I'll just plug it in direct, because sometimes iPods can be a little bit difficult through hubs, in my experience. I probably sound really far away right now, but yeah. Okay. Right, well, I'll plug that in to charge, give it a minute to just kind of juice itself up. And while it does so, let's play with this software and see what happens. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I...
It's like different brands of salt and vinegar chips. Some have more salt, some have more vinegar, but they're all good though.
So, right, let's go. iPod CD. Yes, let's just do what I always do and copy it off. Can we have UK? No? Okay, well, we're in America, I guess. Well, this is going well. I got a Note 9, by the way. And yeah, I'm one of those people who has cases like that. What are you gonna do? Kill me? Do I tell you how to live your life? Also, because my house is full of lightning cables, instead of just replacing them with USB-C cables, and also just to annoy everyone who loves USB-C, I just have a USB-C to lightning dongle, so I can just do everything with lightning. I'm sorry. Samsung Dex still works over this though, which is really weird, and I wasn't expecting. It also just it even works over USB 2, because that's what these hubs are. Like, it's weird. I mean, sure, it makes your computer into a glorified Chromebook, but that's besides the point. Welcome to the iPod installer. Ah yes, good old functioning members of society. At the iPod Plus iTunes app has revolutionized the way you listen to and carry around... I don't think that really needs a comment, but sure, and carry around your music. Now iPod's go with iTunes and features the easiest way to yada yada. Yes, I agree. iPod has been connected. Wait, no, there are 2 iPods connected, but neither of them are the... no, I'm not formatting one of... I'm not formatting... It took 2 days to sync my 5th gen classic! Not 2 full days, but like 2 sessions over 2 days. So that's the point. Serial number is... Okay, right. Yes, United Kingdom. Please fill out the requested information. Well, I mean, Apple already knows all of this stuff about me. I might as well put it in. Yes. Sometimes it doesn't fit. I'm glad it fits. Where will you primarily use this iPod? Big business, college, elementary to middle school, government, high school, home business, small business. Home. What best describes what you do? What do I do all kinds of things. Design, print, architecture. How long is this list? Yeah, video. That's me. I would like to receive Apple News software or special offers. Information related to... No, I'm good. Dragon Files 60. Hey, so I'm pretty sure this thing already exists with iTunes. Or have we just evolved past the point of it being in x86? Yeah, there it is. Well, let's just do it anyway and see what happens. Install driver module has stopped working. Well, that's just epic. Well, now I've had this plugged in for a minute. Let's see if I can get it to be picked up by iTunes. I'm not getting any signs of life apart from the light on the iPod. I've still just got Frank sitting over here. I'll try plugging it into... We're not done yet.
I thought this might happen.
Now, it does say PC plus Mac, but I don't know how the formatting situation is with the iPods that are only 1. But just because I don't know what else to do at this point, I am going on an adventure to the other room. I'm back from the other room. Freshly reinstalled with Mojave, the operating system of choice for the lo-fi relaxing beats girl, apparently. Purely because it's yeah, I was sick of Catalina and Big Sur's nonsense. Catalina was a disease nest, and with Big Sur it's an improvement, but it's getting to the point where they're doing with this 2015 MacBook what they did with the iPad 2, where they're just giving it more software updates than the hardware can really cope with. Anyway, fear not, I'm not going to do this now selling on Gumtree style. I'm going to properly screen record. Well, nothing left to do it but to do it. Yes, look at that. My MacBook actually has USB-A ports. Isn't that funny? That's the light, by the way. For the uninitiated. Well, this is doing nothing. What if I just plug my headphones straight into it? I doubt it's got stuff on. I found an iFixit guide on iPod Shuffle first generation troubleshooting. It feels kind of like cheating, but I've got nothing else at this point. Right, well, let's try this. iPod Shuffle reset utility 1.0.1 for Mac. Of course it's a DMG, because you can't just give us a .pkg file, can you? Could you not have just given us that as the download? Whatever. I think Microsoft Edge did that, and I thought, see, it can be done, unidentified, but it's an Apple program! Okay, as I was saying, iPod reset utility 1.04. Windows 32-bit versions of Windows. It's 32! What kind of... Don't make me break out the XP machine. I got audio to work there. Need just little drivers. I'm gonna have to use USB to get the... Back to the other room I go again. Yay. I do have some older ones, including this period correct 2 gig one, but I think this one's called the SADS. It's also sellotaped. It had a slidey thing on the side, but it just came off or something. Yeah, it's got the SADS. I used to use that as my primary, storage thing. For comparison, this is my current storage situation. Yes! Right, I was worried this was going to be 64-bit Windows XP and I was going to have to use the Vista machine, which I did fix, by the way. I may have said it in a previous video, but it was a RAM issue. I took out this. It was one of the RAM slots that had something wrong with it, so it now only has 1 gig of RAM. But yeah, that's great. Oops, there, put reset utility installer. Sure, but I'll be able to see the screen better if I turn the light off. That help? Yeah, I don't know. No, I think that's worse. Congratulations. Factory settings, right? Where is it? There it is. Okay. It's plugged in. Well, this is just great. Back to the drawing board. iPod reset utility is not supported for use of Windows Vista. Of course it isn't. Nothing went with Windows Vista. Okay, what about this? Ah, right, progress. So where is it? There it is. Say budget, it's newer than the EPC. It does hold a bit of a charge though, so that's something, I guess. So, in conclusion, she was completely right. This doesn't work. George, you've always done this. How is it comfortable? George.